nearly 27 years ago, and getting to feel like I've gotten to know him. I had a poem written for this event, and then just a couple days ago, I spoke with Thomas Schultz, the victim I'm representing, his mother, and I scrapped the whole thing and started again, so this is the result. Dear Thomas Schultz, I'm sorry. I first heard your name on a cold January night. The dates of your birth and death flashed across my computer screen. I stared at your numbered days for a lifetime before stepping away. A calculator confirmed the chill in my gut. 7,665. We had lived the exact same number of days. What if fate had been as cruel and unjust to me as it had been to you? What if all of my life, my education, my training, my love, were snatched from the sky before the next sunrise? I had spent my whole life preparing for the future I felt I was owed, without ever realizing that this present tense version of me was alive. I woke up the next day, Thomas. I woke up and I felt breath enter my lungs. I felt blood pulsing through my veins. I felt awake and energized and vaguely guilty for being able to enjoy more of this beautiful gift than you ever got the chance to. I think of you often. I wear you next to my heart. And every time it beats, I'm continually reminded that I am, in fact, alive. 7,665 days is not enough. And no posthumous justice can make it enough. No scholarship or award or poet can make it enough. No mother should have to bury her own son. No family should have to stare at empty seats at the dinner table. No dreams should be harmed in the making of this political statement. You dreamed of law school, of Capitol Hill, of making a difference. And I'm sorry that the world you sought to change claimed you before you got the chance. You dreamed of holidays spent with family in pajamas around a Christmas tree. And I'm sorry that your inexpertly wrapped gifts were among the December 21st wreckage. You dreamed of family, of husband, of father. And I'm sorry that your hair never turned gray. You should have been a lawyer. You should have been a husband. Your son should be my classmate here. You should have never been made into a fucking button, a framed portrait, a memory of kindness and determination and potential. You should have never been made a victim. You should have never been wrenched from a world that needed you, that loved you, that misses you. I talked to your mom today. She loves you. Present tense. She told me about how you were the ringleader for your friends, about waking up on Saturday mornings and never being quite sure about how many eggs to scramble for whoever happened to stay at your house that night. She told me about bringing you track spikes so you could stay in shape in London, training for a season that would never come. She told me that you wrote to her often, sending lovely letters and memories and short scribbled smiles. She told me of your last letter, received after the tragedy. I love it so much here, Mom. I might not ever come home. I think more deeply about the true meanings of words like civilian, noun, a person not in the armed forces, a word defined by what it is not, violent, aggressive, deserving of death, a word we never, ever use in happy times, a word we are using too often now. I think of unanswerable questions and suitcases packed with plastics and politics, tearing a plane to shrapnel, of clouds telling beautiful lies across December's skies, promising to catch your fall, promising to rain your dreams on fertile soil and lower you gently to the ground. I like to think that clouds are where my prayers go, that they are as soft and full of hope as they look from below, that I am not always as invincible as I may feel, but the clouds will catch me when my wax wings melt and I need to be alive again. But the world isn't what it seems, is it? What a world it is where prayers and dreams and youth aren't enough. Where the brightest of futures can't outshine the darkness, and yet you, Thomas, outshine the darkness. You are remembered, you are loved, you are present tense, and you will never be forgotten so long as this heart is beating.